of life. We talk about plants, so that will be botany. We talk about animals, that will be zoology. Then we talk about the microorganisms, okay, that will be the microbiology. Then we look at the cell at the cellular point, so that will be cell biology, molecular biology. Then you also have the applications of bio, that how we apply the principles of biology into real life.
I love the way people come back to me and say, "Doc, I'm better." I think that's the nicest thing that can happen to you. The feeling that you get to see somebody who's unwell actually smile at you whenever they meet you in the market or when you come meet them anywhere else. Just seeing them well, I think that's a fabulous feeling.
After doing MD Medicine or MD Pediatrics, which means you are already a doctor of adults or a doctor of children, then you choose to be either a digestive disease specialist like I am, or a heart specialist like a cardiologist, or a hormone specialist like endocrinologist, etc., etc. It is getting virtually impossible to do justice to all the specialities in the same specialty, right? So your approach is different and you can give better solutions to the patients.
Being a sports person, I was much more passionate about sports, and I think it suits me. And you cannot play a sport and get fit. You have to be fit to play a sport, otherwise you're always injured. And the most difficult decision for a sports medicine doctor is return to play.
There are a lot of psychosomatic illnesses, and there is so much stress, tension though, so psychiatric illnesses are really increasing. So where homeopathy can play a big role.
The number of procedures which we do in dental are tremendous. So I mean, starting from simple tooth colored restorations, which are aesthetic restorations, root canals, crowns, cappings, smile designing. Now something recently which has come as tooth jewelry. People just get jewels put on their teeth to have a really shining smile.
Well, veterinary science is a very versatile course. You are taught A to Z about all kinds of animals, and it also teaches you a fair amount of agriculture-based economic sciences, basically because we are looking into production animals. And we are taught a bit of agriculture sciences also, like agronomy, fodder crops, feed technology. Then we are taught various subjects about poultry science. And then in the last 2 years we come to the hardcore veterinary stuff, which is medicine, surgery, gynecology, parasitology, things like that.
The umbilical cord between human beings and nature has got snapped in the last 200 years, and you students, it's your responsibility to grow it back.
If you are a person who likes to get into the administrative positions, then you could go and do IFS. You could to the Indian Forest Service and then become a field director or a deputy conservator of forest, DCF or CCF or CF, and therefore manage the very forests. If you are a conservationist sitting in the city, you would work with an NGO. You would go and lobby for a particular thing, for a cause. You would work closely with the media. You would also maybe file litigations if there are some detrimental projects coming into the forest.
If you are inherently curious about the natural world and how it's organized and how it functions, ecology and evolution is the science field. Observing them, measuring their habitat, catching them, measuring the lizards themselves, and collecting a whole lot of data. In the lab, I take all of that data and analyze it statistically. So I use statistics to understand how variation in, say, the behavior, variation in what the animal looks like, and variation in where it's found are all related to each other.
Refers to the manipulation of science for generating things that are of benefit to mankind.
Particularly in our area of work, we need to have people with skills of molecular biology,
genetic engineering, very often cell biology, then moving on in microbiology. So within biology and life sciences also there are multiple disciplines which go, even since we're dealing with products which go in for industrial application or food and beverage application, you need people with food science background, so, and biochemistry. So it's always an amalgamation of different skill sets that people with different backgrounds who come and form the core of the company's R&D resource.